recall a couple months ago when we highlighted the circus that Portland City Council meetings are becoming. This most recent Portland City Council meeting was no exception, with Mayor Ethan Strimling continuing to butt heads with the Portland City Council. Take a look.
You know, there are other things that if you want to go into executive session, I'm happy to go into greater detail of some of the reasons why staff have asked not to meet directly with the mayor. But I'm not going to do that in public session. And so I don't know. I guess that's really, I don't know I guess that's all I can say at this point. And
department, so that we are in constant trying to communicate with each other. We have been working on that and need to do better. I need to make sure that they're aware when I get inquiries, because I get inquiries outside of the communications department, as does the communications department.
Folks, if we allow the city of Portland to control our state's politics, this is what we will have to look forward to. Maine is ending its fiscal year with a $111 million surplus. The LePage administration issued an announcement saying that part of the $111 million surplus will go towards the Budget Stabilization Fund and put $9.4 million into a fund that's aimed at reducing the state's overall income tax rate. The surplus will also provide $350,000 for the governor's contingency account, while $57.1 million will go towards the state budget for 2018. We would like to thank Governor LePage for his strict fiscal policy. Without it, this surplus would not be possible. Unsurprisingly, mainstream media and House Democrats have been silent on Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz's latest scandal. Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz's latest scandal involves the possibility that several Pakistani House IT staffers have been accused of stealing sensitive computer information and of illegally penetrating congressional networks. RNC Chairwoman Ronna McDaniel weighed in on the Democrats and mainstream media's radio silence on this potentially huge security breach. Take a listen.
I think she should testify also, and I'm just going to take it from my own perspective as RNC chair. If I had a staff member, an IT staff member, who had access to all of our data and all of our infrastructure, and he had come under investigation and had smashed hard drives with a hammer and was trying to flee the country, you better believe I would be cooperating. I'd be doing everything I could to get to the bottom of what this individual was doing, because it's in the best interest of our national security. So to have the Democrat leadership, Nancy Pelosi, and I include her in this too, and Debbie Wasserman Schultz, be radio silence right now, and then to not see the mainstream media cover this at all. It is a real problem for the American people that we cannot get access or to the truth in this situation. And thank you to the conservative media who's been pushing this, because you're the only reason that this is even being talked about.
I can't say that I'm surprised that the woman who helped rig the Democratic primary for Hillary Clinton is now involved in a computer scandal of her own. Perhaps the Democrats should stop using technology altogether and go back to using messenger pigeons. Congressman Poliquin is looking out for our veterans while he's in Washington, D.C. This past week, Congressman Poliquin worked with Congresswoman Shelley Pingree to insert a provision in the Veterans Choice Bill that will give our Maine veterans a new community-based outreach center where they will be able to seek medical and mental health care and allow them to receive better care closer to home. This provision will help secure the lease for a VA health clinic in Portland. Additionally, the full Veterans Choice Bill that passed will provide emergency funding to support the Rural Vets Choice Program, which helps so many veterans in Maine receive care close to home.
In the state of Maine, we have one veterans hospital. It's called Togus. It is the first VA hospital in the country, about 150 years old, and it was put together first to take care of those who have served in the battlefield in the Civil War. Well, in northern Maine, you might live in Fort Kent or Van Buren or Madawaska and be 5-hour drive away from Togus. If you're not feeling well and it's February and the snow is blowing sideways, it might be really tough to get down to Togus. That's why this choice program is so important. It allows our veterans who live far away from medical facilities to get their treatment close to home. And this is something that I'm a huge advocate of, and it's something we need to keep doing.
Thank you for watching this episode of News You Can Trust. If you liked this video, please make sure to share it on social media, especially Facebook. Also, if you would like to keep News You Can Trust going, please go to mainegop.com/donate and make a small donation. I know I'm not a reporter, but you can trust me.